from my Facebook group and from my YouTube channel for my ladies that do not have Facebook and are still interested in working with Coach T. So I am not going to keep you ladies long. I think I am starting at the right time. I think I said 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Tika. Hey, Sid. How you doing, friend? So I'm not going to be long, guys. I just want to tell y'all about what's going on. What is up with this relaunch of the Facebook group after it has been dormant for probably over a year. But I have some great, exciting news that I would like to share with you guys. So, first of all, for the past year, I have been working on a new certification. So the new certification is corrective exercise specialist. You guys know that I already have my certification in personal training and all of that other stuff. But what made me decide to go in this direction with corrective exercise specialists is because there are, myself included, there are so many women at my age that are dealing with injuries either from surgeries or injuries from life happening or injuries from not being able to move like we used to move when we were young. And we're finding out that a lot of those injuries are just non-use. Or like I said, accidents have happened, life stuff has gotten in the way. So a lot more of us are dealing with that. And I found out that specialization, corrective exercise, and I'm explaining exactly what that is needed more than the stuff that I was doing in the past. Not saying that the personal training isn't as important, but life changes, things have changed. And as far as with the new drugs that are on the market, the GPL1s, a lot of people are not looking for personal trainers to help them to lose weight anymore. Let's just put it out there. It is what it is. And I am not condoning anybody for doing what is best for their health. But so that has definitely shifted the scale for personal trainers. So now we might get clients, like a lot of the classes that I teach now are for TRX. People want to get toned, people want to get tight, and it's not just for weight loss, or like that's not the main thing that people are coming to trainers for right now, which is fine. You have to be able to learn how to move in different directions when things happen, when life changes, and you just have to be in business to bring to fulfill that need when people have a different need. So, and like I was saying, I'm finding that a lot more women my age or a little younger are dealing with non-use injuries, or just injuries that they've suffered because of a surgery or because of a fall and things like that. So they might be dealing with knees or hips or ankles or back or shoulders. They're dealing with something. Like myself right now, I'm dealing with low back and gluteal issues right now from all of the running. And so you can have overuse injuries, and that's what a lot of mine are, and that's what they've been for a while. Repetitive movements that cause injuries also. When you do the same thing over and over and over again, it does cause the body to go in another direction and start to have injuries instead of it being beneficial, because we're doing the same thing over and over and over again. And it's our body, it's not a machine, right? So getting back to what I was saying, so my certification, and I'm gonna give you exactly what's on the website and what my certification says. It's through the National Academy of Sports Medicine, and it's a corrective exercise specialist. And the focus is on movement, because guess what? No matter what size you are, no matter what age you are, movement is everything. We have to move. Our bodies were made to move. That's why we have limbs and joints and muscles, because that is what we were meant to do. So it focuses on movement, using our skills to assess and correct muscle imbalances. So that's what the corrective exercise is. And I noticed it on myself when I was in the mirror. I was doing my class last week, and I went to step back, and I noticed that my knee was not in alignment. The whole kinetic chain is supposed to be in alignment. And when your body is not in alignment, that's where injuries come in, or that's where we're always feeling that little tweak in our back all the time, or we're always feeling like our shoulder is just not well, or it just hangs lower, or we just walk different. So it's a lot of that's going on in the body. And if you have an old injury, if you have not fully healed from a surgery correctly, you might have didn't get enough PT visits, or the PT visits ran out and there weren't any more, but you're not back to yourself, because as you get older, it takes longer for the body to heal. So if you've been going to physical therapy and you've been, hey, how you doing? You've been going to physical therapy and you've done all your physical therapy sessions, but that knee or that ankle or that hip is still not back where it was prior to the surgery. It's because our bodies take longer to heal, and you just might need more time working on exercises to strengthen that area. So that's what I'll be doing. So inside of this Facebook group is that I'll be giving you tips, weekly movements. I'm going to go back live on the Facebook, on the YouTube channel. Remember, we used to have the Fit in 15, and we would do all type of different exercises. Well, now the entire Facebook group, the YouTube channel, everything that I do now is strictly going to be based around the corrective exercise specialist. Whether I'm giving you tips on how to move, tips on how to pick things up, and you might notice that on some of my social media accounts, I've been putting posts like that out, for a while now, on how to pick up things correctly off the floor. And I did a post this morning about if you have, tightness in your back or stiffness in your back, on how to use a foam roller, or how to use a handheld massage gun and things like that. So that's where all of this is going, in that direction. I might mention other things, but I'm totally revamping, totally have done a 360, and it's all about movement, how we can move better. No matter what size we are, no matter what age we are, we all have to move, and we want to move to the best of our ability. And when you learn how to move correctly, it eases those small aches, pain, swelling, and things that are going on in our body. Our body has a kinetic chain. So just because you're dealing with something in your hip doesn't mean that the issue actually lies in your hip. I could be helping you to work on your hamstring, might be too tight, or your hamstring might be too weak. We might have to strengthen stuff up. And so that's what the whole premise is, all of this is going to be about. So in the group, I'm going to be giving you tips on reducing aches and pains and stiffness with some corrective exercise moves. And the first tip I'm going to give you guys is tomorrow. Going to drop on the YouTube channel and in the Facebook group a little video that I did. I won't give too much more away. I'll post it up tomorrow. And also, it's going to be to teach you how to learn to prevent further injuries. So we're not only going to correct what's going on inside of the body, if we can, we're also going to learn how to move and things that we should be doing moving forward, in order not to re-injure ourselves or to cause ourselves other harm to our body. So it's going to be easy to follow exercise tips. We're going to have mobility and strength challenges, and just educational posts all around. So that was the whole reason, because I'm going to be doing, I don't know if you guys saw some of them get texts, some of them get emails. If you haven't been reading your emails, I sent the email with the service that came out for this month, for October, where I'm going to be doing at-home mobility. So that is for, of course, the greater New Orleans area, and for people that are at home and people that cannot come to the studio where I teach, or meet me at the gym for things like that, that I can come to you and you can come, but you just don't want to come. It's like, oh, I have a big enough space in my house where I would like to have Coach T to come to my home and help me work out for the next 4 to 6 weeks, to strengthen, what this weakness is with this continued swelling or my limp or my gait. We call it a gait. So if you ever hear me say gait, it means the way that you're walking. If your gait is still not correct, so I'll help you with things like that. Like I have, my own equipment that I would bring over. So it would be a matter of doing an assessment of the home to see if there's enough space in the home to actually get the exercises done, to see if there are any type of distractions that might interfere with us actually working on getting it done. Because it makes no sense to waste time and to waste money if we're going to steadily be having distractions. So that, that is definitely for a select few that definitely would have to go through an assessment process on who the person is, where they live, what's going on with them, because you never want to negate your physical therapy or your doctor's recommendations or orders. You always want to go with that first. I'm just going to be a bridge for you to get you back to whatever 100% is for your body, okay? Because sometimes 100% for your body might be 90% because of something else that's going on. But it's to get you as mobile as possible, because believe it or not, moving those areas in your body, when you get blood flow in your body and blood flow in certain areas, it helps the body to heal. But if you're not moving it on a regular basis, or you're not moving it correctly, that could be hampering the full healing of that area. And sometimes when we heal, we don't heal correctly. There's scar tissue inside of our bodies, and we're not doing everything that they told us to do in physical therapy. For one reason or another, it might be too painful for you. It's like, Coach T, that is just too painful. I just can't do that movement. There are modifications that we can do to get that done. So that is the whole premise of Royalty Fitness. Now we're moving in the area of mobility, functionality, and strength. And I mean strength with your own body. I don't mean strength like building bulk muscle, unless that's your thing, but we mean strength enough to pull yourself up. If you fall, you need to have enough strength to pull yourself up with your own body weight. So that's the whole thing. Mobility, flexibility, and I don't mean like a gymnast. I mean just enough flexibility where you can pick your leg up if you needed to and put it on top of your other leg. Bending all the way down to the floor, things like that. A lot of that is flexion or flexibility. So that is what we're going to be working on. That is the whole premise of this whole relaunch, because I felt that was something that could benefit the women, benefit the population more, because of course weight loss is subjective, and with the whole thing that's going on with weight loss right now, it's just too many people, it's too much noise, it's too much for me, and I work in the industry. It's just too much. So I decided to have this niche, have this specialization, still with women over 40. That's going to always be my group, and that is always my group because I can identify with women over 40, because I am a woman over 40. So I'm always going to go with what I know, and then I can always add on what I've learned and what I've been taught education wise to build on top of this. Who better than a over 40-year-old coach to tell you, it's going to take longer for your body to warm up than it did when you were 20. You wouldn't see me giving you the same type of exercise that I would be giving somebody that's 25. I run with people that are 25. So I know the difference on how to train somebody that's not that age. So that's why I chose to stick with my population, because that's me. That's me, the aging athlete. And we get probably hurt more than anybody else. We're always at the physical therapist. We're always at the chiropractor. We fall in the streets, hit knees, hurt our back, overuse injuries, tight hamstrings, quadriceps not working, ankles just shot to heck, so it's a lot going on. But I know that I can help you. So even if it's not you, and I pray that it's not you. If you have a family member that's a female that's over 40, maybe she can use this service. Maybe you can tell her to join this Facebook group, or go to my website and get more information about the at-home or the mobile service that we're offering now with Royalty Fitness. And I'm only going to be doing 5 max, ladies, because I am in the process of working on some other stuff where I'm going to be teaching more group classes. Right now I teach at a studio by City Park, but I'm going to be teaching, I have to go next week to see some other stuff that I might be working on, a contract with the city and some other things going on around in the city. So I don't want to take on too many ladies, but my cap is going to be 5 ladies here in the city, but that's not going to interfere with what we're going to do here on our YouTube channel / Facebook group. And the Facebook group is where a lot of the learning is going to be. The YouTube channel is the visual part. You go there, you see the exercises, you do the exercises. We're going to do the exercises together like we used to do the Fit in 15. And then if you're not available when we're live, they'll still be stored on the YouTube channel for you to go back and look at them on other days. So it'll be mobility movements and stuff that you can do. And if you can't do it, it's stuff that you can work your way up to. Some is going to involve small equipment. Some of it is not. Most of it is going to be, for the first probably 2 months, it's just going to be functionality of the body, just moving the body in different ways just to get the body ready to advance to the next section. Okay, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And so the YouTube channel will be the visual part, and the Facebook group will be the educational part, on why we're doing certain things, or something that I've come up with, or something that I want you to know, or something that I've learned, something knowledge that I can pass along to help you to make your days better. It might be something as small as, if you sit down all day, have you ever had an assessment, with your desk, with your chair and things like that? When I was still working, we had ergonomically correct desks at our company that I used to work in. They had a specialist that came in and they did height desks, because some of the people in the office chose to get standing desks. They didn't want the sitting desk, which sitting hurts us a lot here in the United States. And that's why a lot of us suffer with back issues. It's not because of age. Don't let people tell you that we got to be done with that old wives' tale that, oh, I'm just getting old, that's why I'm hurting. No, the body should never hurt just to be hurting. Okay, there's always something that's going on. It signals when the body is giving you pain signals. That means something is going on somewhere. Something is not right. Old age does not make you hurt. Non-use makes you hurt quicker than old age, because you can get some young people that are having a lot of aches and pains, and that's because they're not moving. But we're not going to stay on that and harp on that. But movement is key. Movement is key. I'll tell anybody, you don't have to do what I do, but you have to do something. You have to move your body every day. You have to move your body. I'm going to show you exercises that you can do first thing when you get up in the morning, just to get the blood flow going, to get those joints ready and things like that. And you don't have to be going out to work out or anything, but just certain moves you should do to get your body ready just for everyday movement. You've ever, waken up and you're 2 hours into your day and you go to do something and something pulls and it's like, oh my goodness, it's like, what happened? The body wasn't prepared for that quick turn or that quick move. So we're going to work on a lot of that. I really enjoy doing that. I found out that that's my thing. And when I was teaching class for the whole month of September at the studio, I had them doing body tests, so I'll actually have you guys doing body tests. Might be one part of the body that we're working on strengthening. And that's the trick, guys, because sometimes, you're hurting or your body is not cooperating correctly because either you're weak in that part, or either you're strong in that part and there's overuse going on in that part, or either that part of your body needs stretching out. So there's just a lot going on with the body. The body is very complicated, but very sensitive also. So you have to be very aware of, what you're doing, what you're bringing to the body, and the way that you're treating your body also makes a big difference. So that is what I wanted to tell you with the whole relaunch, rebrand is about. Coach T still is a personal trainer because that has to be the base with the National Academy of Sports Medicine. That is the base certification. And now I have this new corrective exercise specialization that I am loving because now I can help myself, and I don't always have to run to the chiropractor, but I don't not go, but certain things I can do on my own, and to help myself just to stay mobile and just to stay injury free, because at this age it's all about being injury free, because if I take a fall, it's going to take me a long time to get it back together. So yeah, we want to stay injury free, we want to stay mobile, and we always want to stay moving no matter what. No matter what your thing is, you might like walking in the park, you might like gardening in your yard, and all of that is using the body, and the body should be able to do that with ease. Okay? It might be slower, but it can still move. Always remember that. So that's what I wanted to tell you, ladies, and I definitely appreciate you coming to hear what I have to say. Definitely get back into the Facebook group. I've already started posting some stuff. And for you ladies that are here on YouTube, don't worry about it. I'm going to, if I give them something on Facebook as far as a digital product or educational stuff, I'm still going to post it here on the YouTube channel, or check your email. I love to send out emails like on a weekly basis. I definitely am one of those people that uses my client email list, and I send out emails. I send links to videos. I send, digital information. So you're going to get the information too, no matter where you are in this email, Facebook, or YouTube. You're going to get the same stuff. All right. So I appreciate you. Welcome to the fold for our new movement, mobility, functionality, working on our body, making it stronger and more healthy physically. That's what we're going to be working on. All right, ladies, and y'all have a wonderful, today is Thursday, have a wonderful weekend. And remember now, if you know somebody that needs somebody to come in, write a program for them here in New Orleans, I can come to them and definitely assess and see if it's something that I can help them with. But for the rest of us, we're going to be moving every week, getting our exercise on. I'll be posting stuff that you can just mimic and do it on your own, or we'll be doing stuff. And it won't be any more than, I don't know if I'm going to in 15 again, since I think I've run the gamut on that. I might call it something else, and it might just be for 10 minutes, but whatever it is, it's going to be definitely beneficial for you to get your body up and moving. All right, so thank you, Cindy. All righty, so you ladies have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be posting a little treat tomorrow on the first movement that you can try, just a little teaser. All right, have a wonderful day, ladies. Bye-bye. All right.